नमस्कार, मैं अशोक व्यास इनोवेशन वॉइस ऑफ कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम में आपका स्वागत है। और इस कार्यक्रम में आज हम आप तक पहुंचाने वाले हैं एक रिपोर्ट शंकर आई फाउंडेशन के लिए संबल जुटाने आयोजित हुए एक विशेष कार्यक्रम पर। आज के इस कार्यक्रम में आप मिलेंगे भारत के विदेश मंत्री एस जयशंकर से, जो उपस्थित थे एक खास बुक के लॉन्च के अवसर पर। और आज हम आपको लिए चलेंगे उस कॉन्सर्ट की तरफ जिसमें एल सुब्रमण्यम ने भारत के आज़ादी के अमृत महोत्सव को मनाने की श्रृंखला में श्री चिन्मय सेंटर द्वारा आयोजित कार्यक्रम में हिस्सा लिया। इन सब के साथ साथ आज हम बधाई देना चाहते हैं आशा पारिक को, जिन्हें 2020 के दादा साहब फाल्के पुरस्कार दिए जाने की घोषणा भारत के सूचना और प्रसारण मंत्रालय द्वारा की गई है। तो कार्यक्रम जारी रहेगा, एक छोटे से अंतराल के बाद बने रहें हमारे साथ। फिर एक बार स्वागत है आपका इनोवेशन वॉइस ऑफ कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम में। इस कार्यक्रम में अब हम आपको लिए चलेंगे न्यूयॉर्क के एक ऐसे विशेष स्थान चिप्रियानी, जिस तरह से हम उसका उच्चारण करें, पर वो एक भव्य स्थल है जहाँ पर एक विशेष रूप से भारत में नेत्रहीनता की समस्या के निवारण के लिए बनी गई शंकर आई फाउंडेशन के लिए फंड रेजिंग इवेंट आयोजित किया गया था। और इसका नाम जो रखा गया था, बी द लाइट गाला, यानी आप स्वयं प्रकाश बने और प्रकाश बनकर ऐसी रोशनी जो उन आँखों के लिए आवश्यक है जो किसी कारणवश या तो ठीक से देख नहीं पाते हैं। और आंकड़े बड़े चौंकाने वाले हैं, हर बरस 10 लाख लोग इस दिशा में जुड़ जाते हैं, जहां पहले से ही भारत में सबसे अधिक नेत्रहीनता की समस्या है और लगभग 45 मिलियन यानी कि 450 लाख लोग ठीक से देख नहीं पाते हैं। और इसके अलावा जो नेत्रहीन जनसंख्या भारत की है वो 120 लाख 12 मिलियन तक है। तो इसके निवारण के दृष्टि से जो शंकर आई फाउंडेशन बनाई गई है, उसके फंड रेजिंग के लिए जो कार्यक्रम आयोजित हुआ, उस अवसर पर जहां विशेष वक्ता के रूप में काज वेंचर के मैनेजिंग पार्टनर बीवी जगदीश आए और साथ ही एंटरटेनमेंट कार्यक्रम भी हुआ। इस अवसर पर जहां सीईओ और फाउंडेशन के जो फाउंडर हैं मुरली कृष्ण मूर्ति उपस्थित थे, मोहन वांचू सक्रिय रूप से इस कार्यक्रम के आयोजन को समर्पित रहे। इस अवसर पर आईटीवी गोल्ड और पारिक वर्ल्ड वाइड मीडिया के चेयरमैन पद डॉक्टर सुधीर पारिक भी उपस्थित थे। प्रस्तुत है इस विशेष कार्यक्रम की ये खास झलकियां आईटीवी गोल्ड की रिपोर्ट में।
Congratulate founder and CEO, my good friend Mr. Murli. I know him for last almost 20 plus years, and they have done wonders. They have now what is about.
We are supporting 22 eye hospitals.
Yeah, there are 22 eye hospitals, and each hospital is done by a private donation by the individuals or the foundation like J&J. And really, I congratulate you. And we are very fortunate that our media is promoting them for last 20 years, either both in print media as well as on the TV. So let me request Mr. Murli to say something about this foundation.
Yeah. Thanks for the opportunity. I welcome Warren Faust of Johnson & Johnson and Dr. Sudhir Parekh. Very proud to have them. And I'm very excited by this gala, because it is raising the awareness of Sankara Eye Foundation. We are now delivering 300,000 eye surgeries at 22 hospitals, 11 of our own and 11 partners. And our big goal is 1 million free surgeries every year by 2030. That'll entail tripling our annual revenue, but we are ready.
We started going since 1992, 93, and we have been supporting ever since. After 1 year, we started sponsoring every year to Madhya Pradesh for the cataract operations. Harsha and I have been going personally every year for 2 weeks and completed about 500 to 600 surgeries. And last year I came to know about Shankara, and I'm very happy that they are supporting the similar cause that we have been doing it, and I've been supporting, and I'm very happy.
We have gathered here to celebrate the Be the Light Gala of Shankara Eye Foundation in the year 2020. We are fortunate to have with us Dr. Sudhir Parikh and his wife Dr. Sudha Parikh, and we are going to talk about how Shankara is going to reach the goal of performing 1 million free eye surgeries annually by the year 2030. India has a big problem of the visually impaired, but we are hoping that at this gala we can raise the awareness and the funds to perform those services for the visually impaired.
भारत के विदेश मंत्री एस जयशंकर पिछले दिनों जब आए हैं अमेरिका की यात्रा पर, तो उनके वक्तव्यों ने एक धूम सी मचा दी है। और ऐसा संभवतया पहली बार हुआ है कि भारत का विदेश मंत्री अमेरिका के पाकिस्तान के सहयोग करने के निर्णय पर खरी खरी बात दो टूक ये कह दे कि जिस तरह की मदद दी जा रही है उसका उपयोग आतंकवाद के विरोध में नहीं बल्कि कहाँ किया जा सकता है, उसके बारे में किसी को बेवकूफ़ बनाया नहीं जा सकता। इस तरह की बात अमेरिका से कहने वाले एस जयशंकर अन्य वक्तव्यों के लिए भी जहां बहुत प्रशंसा पा रहे हैं, सराहे जा रहे हैं, वहीं वो उपस्थित थे न्यूयॉर्क में मोदी एट 20, यानी 20 बरस से जो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का कार्यकाल रहा है राजनीति में, उस पुस्तक का शीर्षक है ड्रीम्स मीट डिलीवरी, और इसमें कई लेख हैं जिस के विमोचन के अवसर पर एस जयशंकर जी ने अपने व्यक्तिगत अनुभव भी साझे किए। प्रस्तुत है इस विशेष कार्यक्रम पर हमारी ये रिपोर्ट।
The American public and American politicians think of when they think of India. So, to my mind, the diaspora focus that he has, the student focus that he has, is incredibly focused on, what happens to our students. I mean, we push very, very aggressively in countries for working opportunities for our students. So, he does realize, there is a whole menu out there about what can determine India's image abroad. We are one, the foreign ministry and embassies are part of it, a very important part of it. But I would argue that there's much to it that does.
I want to move on to what I call democratization of democracy. When you read this book, it's breathtaking in terms of how Prime Minister Modi has brought in into the political system inclusivity of Indians that didn't even exist in the consciousness. And so you're almost left with a feeling of wonder, like, where did he find the President of India? Where did he find her? And this inclusivity, this democratization and democracy of India is an untold story because it is in striking contrast to other countries where actually power is becoming more concentrated, not as shared as you see in the representatives in Indian Parliament. What is your observation on the inclusivity that is now being reflected in Indian democracy?
Oh, I think you're spot on. I mean, if you ask me, the two most inclusive examples, proof that democracy has really deepened, it really works. To me, one is Indian politics, the other is the Indian cricket team. I mean, no, there's not a facetious observation, because just, I sometimes look at the parliament, I look at the cabinet, I look at people in politics, I also look at the TV and look at the cricket team. And you ask yourself, compare these people to where it was 20 years ago. So maybe even 10 years ago, 30 years ago. How much narrower was our political class? And by the way, it's no judgment. I mean, they were very talented people. Many of them did splendid things. I mean, I'm not in any way, doubting that. I'm making a basic observation that if you look today at the origins of people in politics, if you take even the Parliament of India as a representative sample and say, okay, which towns are they from, where did they study, what was their background, what language are they most comfortable in, what are their social habits, it's very, very different. I mean, my point was that applies to the Indian cricket team as well. But it's interesting here. I mean, you suggested in a way that Modi brought about the change. I would actually say Modi himself is a product of that change. That the fact that someone like him eventually has become Prime Minister of India itself shows how much the country has changed. So sometimes, you have these, I read these debates about how is democracy doing around the world, and different people give labels to countries of their choice. This is a country where, look at the number of people who go to vote, it's continuously rising. Look at the number of women who are voting, that's rising even faster. Look at the integrity of the democratic processes. The fact that, I mean, it's a country where elections are respected. I mean, people win, people lose. Nobody challenges the process. No, I'm only speaking about India. Please do not read anything more into it.
Good evening, all the ITV viewers. Today we have a great event presented by Indo Art Council. The book celebrations, actually the book opening ceremony at Modi at 20 with Dr. Jaisankar, is our External Affairs Minister. It was a great event. Dr. Jaisankar spoke very well, and he recited 4 chapters, a small part of the books, showing the India, the upcoming India. The India, I believe, will be one of the superpower in the world. We have a wealth of the human resource. We have 300,000 youngsters, a brilliant intellect sitting in the India. And under Modi's leadership, we believe that all the intellect wealth we have, we're going to change the entire world with lots of power. India will be the superpower. With this kind of event, the community together, we change the landscape. We all together here. I believe that I give the message to our people, India, who here reside in the US. that we should invest the money in India. We should tell our children to look for India. This century belongs to not the here, it belongs to the India. Communication, our children, the next generation should be participate in India growth, economic, culture, social, everywhere. So again, thank you again as a Federation of Indian Association President. I really thank to ITV and Dr. Sudhir Parikh that this is the media that present and tell entire US that what we do here. Thank you.
Well, I'm Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Today's event was a great, superb, literally event organized by the Indian Art Council. We must thank Indian Art Councils. The whole conversation was very Modi-centric in a sense that what Modi has done in last 20 years of his political career. I think he's a great Prime Minister. He has achieved so many things and uplifted a lot of poor in India, uplifted a lot of middle class in India, and his vision and his implementation of the vision is superb, and we all should support him, and we all should make sure that his vision becomes a reality. And I'm sure because of him, India will be a not developing country, but it will be developed country by 2040, and India will be a third largest economy in the world. So let's God bless India, God bless America, and God bless Indian American community in USA. Thank you.
आप देख रहे हैं विजन ऑफ एशिया वॉइस ऑफ कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम ITV गोल्ड पर, और ये कार्यक्रम सोम, मंगल, बुध और गुरुवार को शाम 8 बजे आपकी सेवा में प्रस्तुत करने के अलावा इस कार्यक्रम का एक खास साप्ताहिक अंक हम आपकी सेवा में लेकर आते हैं रविवार को सुबह 11 बजे। हमारा उत्साह बढ़ाने के लिए, हमारे साथ बने रहने के लिए आपका आभार करने के साथ साथ व्यक्त कर रहे आभार और कर रहे साथ में ये निवेदन कि बने रहें हमारे साथ, जारी रहेगा विजन ऑफ एशिया का ये अंक इस छोटे से अंतराल के बाद। श्री चिन्मय सेंटर द्वारा भारत की आज़ादी के अमृत महोत्सव की उत्सव की श्रृंखला में पिछले दिनों एक विशेष कॉन्सर्ट का आयोजन किया गया, और जहां अपने संगीत से मंत्रमुग्ध किया डॉक्टर एल सुब्रमण्यम ने। इस अवसर पर संबोधित किया श्री चिन्मय सेंटर की अध्यक्ष रंजना घोष ने, और इस अवसर पर उपस्थित थे भारत के कॉन्सल जनरल रणधीर जायसवाल भी। प्रस्तुत है एक झलक।
We're very grateful to have you as our guests tonight to experience a little bit of the Sri Chinmoy environment, and also and to welcome El Subramaniam, because we're very proud that he comes here from time to time and performs.
Let me tell you, as I walked into this arena, I didn't know the history of this place. But there was a deeper sense of feeling of kindness, compassion as I walked into. And I didn't know that we have the Samadhi of Sri Chinmaya right here, or anything about how this place is connected to his life. But just to tell you what a person who just comes in new to this arena feels about this place. That is the impact of spirituality, impact of people who think beyond our lives, and people who left a deep legacy in our lives. We are here to celebrate 75 years of India's freedom. 15th August, we had festivities across the world, here in the United States, in New York. And these festivities continue to roll on as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, India's 75 years of independence. We are here to celebrate our freedom, our democracy, our heritage, our culture, our civilization.
Mother India's
और अब आज का विजन पेशिया वॉइस ऑफ कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम समाप्त करने से पहले आपके साथ ये याद करना भी ज़रूरी है कि आप हमारे कार्यक्रमों के साथ बने रहने का अवसर पा सकते हैं बनकर हमारे ITV गोल्ड के फेसबुक पेज के फ्रेंड। साथ ही सब्सक्राइब करें ITV गोल्ड के यूट्यूब चैनल को और लिखने का क्रम बनाए रखें events@itvgold.com पर। हमारा साथ देने के लिए आपका आभार। अपना ख्याल रखें। हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए आपका आभार। अशोक व्यास को अनुमति दें। नमस्कार।